Hi there, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a recap on the Zhiyun Cinepeer CX100, so join me and let's get into it. The Zhiyun Cinepeer CX100 is an amazing little light. I've been using it for the last couple of weeks and it has completely changed the way that I am carrying things and working on a daily basis. I want to show you a size comparison just to give you an indication of the size of equipment and the amount of equipment that we have to carry on a daily basis. This is my camera bag that I'm carrying with me every single day. And you can see it's quite large. It's as small as I can get it, and the contents are as small as I can make them as well. But it's still a substantial amount to carry. Now before, I would have to carry this plus the secondary bag every day. Okay. In the secondary bag, I had the lights that I was using before. It was the Godox ML60 2x. So you can see in the previous review that it is a small light, but in comparison to the Zhiyun Cinepeer, it's just, there's no comparison between the two. Now, I would have to carry this big thing every single day, plus this bag. I'd have to manage that, plus the battery charging management every single day. I'd have to charge both batteries. Both batteries have to be fully charged for you to be able to use that unit. Whereas now, I'm carrying this little baby, and I'm just popping it right inside my camera bag. I don't need a second bag. So I have a lot of gear inside this bag. I have, for example, a drone. I have extra batteries for the drone. I have a remote controller for the drone. I have a 360 camera. I have a backup battery. I have a wide angle lens on a body. I have a secondary backup body with a longer lens. And then I have the space over here that I've made for this camera because I've put all my accessories at the top here now. So because I've made that space, this just goes inside the bag along with the diffuser. The whole thing closes and I'm only carrying one bag. It's a major change in the way that I work every day. So making everything smaller and more compact is the name of the game these days. And I'm sure as I get older, as all of you get older, you're going to want to carry less and less. And this certainly miniaturizes everything. I find that using this at 100% power, you're getting quite a kick of light. And backing it down to like 20%, you're getting enough light to light a person on site. Using the diffuser, you can keep the entire system very, very compact. If you want it even more compact, but you need a larger diffuser, you could use an umbrella. An umbrella folds up really, really small and slides into the side of your bag. Using it in that fashion, you can keep your entire kit very, very tiny and miniaturized. Now, I've attached a camera strap to the side of the unit using the two attachment points on each side of that. And you can see how small that actually is. I'll put it on. So wearing this, you have hands-free, you can work with your camera, and then when you need a light, you can just pick it up and bounce it off the ceiling. Put it back down, carry on working. When you need it, bounce it off the ceiling, take it off. If you need to hold the strap in your hand, you can bounce it inside a room. It's extremely convenient. And the settings stay where you left them because there isn't a digital display on the unit. What happens is you can dial in the color temperature that you want and you can leave it there. When you switch the light back on, it goes to that color temperature again. Previously, I found with some of the Godox lights, depending on how long you power them on and off, they forget the setting that you were on and they go back to tungsten setting or daylight setting when you don't want it. And you have to actually go into the menu and change that color temperature, or the power changes to a power setting that you don't want. With this, it's simply a dial, and where you put it, it stays. It's like the volume on a stereo. It's a tactile manual adjustment that I appreciate, right? So powering on the light, obviously took some getting used to. It works just like a DJI drone where you tap and then hold and it powers on the device. With this, you just have to tap and hold it a little bit longer. So you tap it once and then you tap and hold it. When you do that, it turns on, right? Take it down to its lowest power setting and you can see you can just dial in that warm color temperature or the cool color temperature at your command. It is so user-friendly. I just use this little dial over here that turns the power on and off. instead of using the main power button when I want power on it. That way I shortcut the on and off feature while I'm using it. Of course, you have to remember to power this little unit down by pressing and holding to make sure that the lights turn off before you put it in your camera bag. That way you're ensuring that it doesn't accidentally turn on, because anything that's right up close to the face of this unit, if you put it in your camera bag and to turn it on, it's definitely going to set something on fire. Because of the power of the unit, any light will do that. I've actually had a previous light turn on in my bag and I could smell it immediately and I switched it off. But it's happened to many, many people, and what Zhiyun has done is they've just managed to ensure that the chances of that happening are going to be minimized with the design of this power button over here. I really love the design of this little unit. And the USB charging is just so convenient. I can charge this in a car, off a power bank. I can charge it via the mains, however I want to. I can take this anywhere I want in the world with me. I've seen some other YouTubers certainly traveling the world with this little light specifically, and it's no surprise. Why wouldn't they choose this little light? This is the solution for everybody who is needing to move around a lot with the light. I've got my big lights plugged in here, and that serves its purpose. It stays in one position, it's big and bulky, the fan is really quiet, it rarely comes on anyway, and it just does its job. It sits there in the corner, and it was a little bit cheaper than a unit like this, but this includes the battery, so, and it's a travel light. This little light is the solution, I would say, for anybody who's needing to travel with their equipment. It's certainly not a professional solution as part of a big DMX system with many lights that are needing to be controlled on a big commercial set. But if you are a YouTuber or somebody that is a traveling podcaster, or somebody that needs to have lights handy at any point in time, anywhere, this little thing is the solution for you. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.